I've gotten on Raccoon Core TikTok somehow. Where it's like people have them for pets or funny things they're doing.
Oh, they got claws. They got some long claws on them. I don't trust them.
They got some sharp teeth.
Yeah. It's one wild animal I don't think that I can't imagine having as a pet.
Nope, I could not.
Possum or raccoon, which one you like better?
Raccoon.
Yeah. Possums are filthy.
Filthy little animals.
Talk about some teeth.
You can't domesticate them.
Well, this little story takes place in Kentucky. Centers around a man reportedly known as Cowboy Cody. He was arrested Friday after allegedly releasing a raccoon inside a bar. According to the Murray Police Department up there in Kentucky, officers were called to the bar after a report of a man intentionally releasing a raccoon into the Big Apple Grill and Bar.
Dang.
Officers later found the suspect, who was identified as 40-year-old Jonathan Mason. Police said they had to forcibly remove Mason from the car because he refused to roll down his windows or exit the vehicle during a traffic stop. Mason had been previously asked by the bar not to trespass on their property. So he came back and threw a raccoon in there, apparently.
Please tell me he said fire in the hole as he did it.
I wish. I know he yelled something.
Yeah, he said something.
Yeah, for sure. You don't just do that.
Go get him.
You got to give him heads up.
Sick him.
Sick him, boy.
One person was bitten by the raccoon, according to police.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Probably the first person they saw.
First person trying to pick it up.
Probably the person he threw it on.
They throw it at the bouncer.
Oh, what a night at the Big Apple Bar and Grill.
Dang.
And it's a grill. Should just start throwing scraps out of the kitchen. Distracted.
I bet that thing went berserk when it got in there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if he probably had it by the tail. They got tails?
Yep.
Yeah.
Had tail.
Yeah.
Probably off there in the process.
I'm just trying to picture that in my head if they have.
Either that or had it by the nape of the neck.
Oh, yeah. You know he carried it like that.
Oh,
for sure.
Or cradle it like a little baby.
Or he might have been storing like the United States stores nukes. Just like in a silo somewhere. It's like, all right, here we go.
A briefcase.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, that does sound. Looking at this guy, I can imagine him having it like an old duffel bag, and he just brings it to the center of the bar, unzips it.
It's in the leaves.
Hey,
Cody, you can't be in here.
I've got a picture of my Uncle Tommy bringing a raccoon by the nape of the neck into my barbershop. I'll get Joey.
I feel like I've seen that.
I'll get Joey to insert it.
Yes.
It's dead, though. But it looks very much alive.
Do you happen to call him Cowboy Cody?
Mm.
Oh, no.
No. So he would probably do something like that for sure. Cowboy Cody. So what was the part about him not rolling his windows down for the cops?
Yeah, he got pulled over for a traffic stop, and then he refused to roll down his windows. And so
Is that related to the...
I think that they tracked him down. I think it was, hey, we got a call about a raccoon at the bar.
So that's when they...
And then it was like, who did this? Cowboy Cody.
Like,
we told him he can't come in here.
Local police definitely knew who that was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I don't know much about...
got a Datsun with a camper shell on it, probably.
Murray, Kentucky, but I can't imagine this very
It's a weird way to say that.
Murray. Well, look around here in Alabama. Yeah. There's a lot of towns you think are set a certain way. They are not.
They're not.
No.
Alliance.
So I wouldn't be shocked if Murray, Kentucky is actually Murray.
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Murray.
Man, that Cowboy Cody's at it again.
Which is funny that his name is Jonathan. Yeah, he's Cowboy Cody to them.
That, I didn't even catch that, yeah.
He's the big problem in the small town.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
He's the big problem at the Big Apple, that's for sure.
What a weird name for a bar, too, in Kentucky.
Awful name.
And not wanting to roll your windows down is the biggest admission of guilt.
Well,
yeah. I didn't see you there.
Maybe it was on the way to the Big Apple, and he's like, guys, I'm telling you, you don't want me to roll my windows down.
Right.
There's a raccoon in here.
Yeah. This is for your safety, not mine.
He only listens to me.
Yeah. All right, you asked for it.
I can only imagine it's okay to name the bar the Big Apple if it was an abandoned Applebee's, and they did was erase Applebee's but left the apple in the logo and just made it Big Apple.
They
bar.
like to do
just
that
put
around
up
here.
Yeah, oh yeah,
especially with motels and stuff.
Big time.
Just like an extra sign above it that says big, but it's a printed sign. It's not like a lotted sign.
Yeah.
I like in Birmingham, they had that Ramada Inn. They changed it to Adam Inn. I think that adds up, right? Yeah, it was right on the side of 3rd Avenue.
They're Aldiing these brands. We're just like, we'll just switch
awesome.
the words around a little bit. It'll be fine.
That don't even sound good.
Oh, man. Oh, today's topic is 90s hip-hop.
Yeah, it is.
90s hip-hop. We've had some spirited debate already in the chat about this. I'm excited about some of these hoots and hollers we got going here.
Blast from the past.
Yeah.
That's what we like to do, man.
I already can tell it's going to be interesting in that in the age groups here of all of us. Fall, you were the one that definitely that knows early 90s, and we're listening to like hip hop back then.
Yeah, I'm real old.
Well, I remember early 90s music, but I wasn't listening. I was more at that age of listening to whatever mom is listening to. So if we want to talk about Wilson Phillips, if we want to talk about anything that played on Delilah. I'm here for it.
Some easy listening stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could do that all day.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like late 90s that like I really like am now listening to.
I remember specifically 1993 is when I started listening to rap music because it was when I heard Dr. Dre, F with Dre Day off of a Chronic album.
And you're like, this is it.
I remember specifically as soon as I heard that beat, I was like, oh, that's it. this is what I like.
Where would one be able to listen to that song? Was that come on the radio around here in 1993?
MTV.
Okay, that's how.
Yeah.
That corrupted all of us.
The only
And I knew about
Yeah.
like Run DMC and the 80s stuff and all that, but I wasn't into it.
Run DMC was all I had known about as a kid just because of Aerosmith.
Yeah. And Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I liked. I still liked all that, but not like that West Coast sound that I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in that game. I guess as extreme for me would have been maybe MC Scat Cat in his
Scat
debut
Cat.
with Paul Abdul as his duet.
Yeah,
remember?
he was good, man. One hit wonder, you could say.
Whatever happened to Scat Cat, I don't know.
I don't know,
Not a
man.
marketable name.
No.
No, it wasn't. Scat Cat.
MC Scat Cat.
Yeah.
Now they got scat packs running around the roads.
Oh, don't they?
Shout out to Scat.
I'll kick us off.
Go right
Do
ahead.
that.
If you want to kick us off with the most serious album I think we'll talk about tonight, which saying my introduction to hip hop, I think was probably introduced to me through this album. Although I would need to go back and look at the timeline because I think you got a hoot coming up or is it a holler? I don't remember, but that album
He's got both.
you should have both. Yeah. That's how it works. But I don't want to jump into yours, but I'll say mine is about a hip hop album, mostly hip hop. A little pop, a little R&B mixed in there. But it had an incredible list of accolades here. A song on there won 3 Grammys. It was 6 times certified platinum. 6 singles that charted off of an album, which is crazy.
Impressive.
And that is, of course, music from and inspired by the motion picture Space Jam.
Yeah. The pivotal hip hop moment.
This is this was like the first hip hop album outside of another one we'll talk about in a second that I think that my parents didn't bat an eye at me buying.
Didn't.
But also
Got Bugs Bunny on it.
Exactly, it should be safe. But at the same rate, all my CDs were coming from Walmart, so they're all clean anyway. There was no you already got the scrub version by default.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. These are the tracks here. Number 1, you kick it off with "Fly Like an Eagle," the cover that Seal did.
Oh, forgot about that.
So good.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Coolio's "Rap the Winner," that had no accolades, but it was a great track. Quad City DJs, Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
You may remember them for their work as "Come On Ride the Train."
Oh, yeah. Donkey Butt.
Yeah, yeah. Then the one that won like 3 Grammys, triple Grammy winner, it became like a standout ballad of the entire decade of the 90s, although nobody will talk about it now because of the things that he did. That's "I Believe I Can Fly" by R. Kelly. This is the one track that stands out to me. Two of the rap tracks or hip hop tracks. "Hit 'Em High," the Monstars anthem.
My basketball team came out to that song.
Yeah, it was a good song.
I think we might have to in Park and Rec.
It was good.
One of the best posse cuts of the 90s. It had "Be Real" from Cypress Hill,
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, and Method Man.
Killer.
It's also the only track where I think it's Coolio and Method Man or Busta Rhymes and Method Man, or it's the only track they ever did together. I think that's the case.
But that's some of your icons of
Gotta
that
be
era,
Coolio,
too.
probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was great. Did not. It charted in the UK, but not here for some reason. No.
Coolio's the only one that really don't fit in there.
You don't think so?
Skill wise, no.
You don't think he's on that same level?
Not as those guys. Definitely not. He
Even
had
LL
some fun
Cool J?
songs though. Coolio did.
He did a better job on that. I felt like Busta Rhymes, his lines on there were not as good as they kind of could have been.
Yeah.
He kind of phoned it in.
I
Felt
like
like
anything Method
LL
Man
Cool J
does, so.
went off on that one.
Yeah.
He
He's
showed off.
underrated. He's underrated, man.
Massively
I
underrated.
feel like coming like as when in his prime, I wasn't listening to hip hop music, so I kind of see him after like, oh, he's one of the original ones back in the early '90s, late '80s.
Yeah.
But at that time, like in the late '90s and 2000s, he's kind of like this, he feels like a heartthrob. Like he's like,
Oh, he was definitely that.
ladies love Cool J. Is what he says it himself.
Cool J.
He'll admit it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't really take him serious as like an MC until you go back and listen to his old stuff.
And he was doing a lot of acting at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went the way of the Luda.
Yeah.
He did it before Luda. But
Yeah. Ludacris, really underrated as well.
yeah, we can get into the 2000s episode. Now I can fully join in that discussion. Well,
Yeah.
actually, no. I stopped listening by the late 2000s.
It got
The
really
era
bad.
of Soulja Boy is when I'm like, I'm out.
Ooh, it got bad.
Yeah,
Quit the swag rap.
Yeah, I'm with Ice-T on that one.
yeah.
Had a lot of arena songs in there too, like typical basketball songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was Whoop There It Is on that one?
I don't think so.
No,
No, it wasn't.
no. That's on a Jock Jam
Jock
CD,
Jams. For
That's-
which I had. I should have brought. I've got all those.
Really?
Yeah.
I had Jock Rock.
I played the crap out of those.
Yeah.
So much so that now when some of those songs play, I instinctively my mind goes to like starts playing the next track.
Yeah.
It's never.
Yeah.
Not there.
It's never Dick Vitale yelling or anything like that. Remember they do those little those cuts in between the songs?
Oh, they'd get you hyped, dude.
Oh yeah. But the favorite track on here though that I didn't realize at all until like a few years ago, and I think I talked about it on an episode in here before, which is the last track,
Oh, I know what you goes like. Yeah.
which is the Bugs Bunny rap.
Yeah.
And if you go back and listen to it, you're like,
That's
you
your-
really listen.
that's your favorite one?
Really listen to the words because that you could tell it is ghostwritten by Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Very very early in his career, he got that gig to write that rap, and you could tell the flow is exactly like Jay-Z's. But Bugs Bunny there, he tears it up. He does a
Really?
great job. It's a diss track almost to Michael, which is weird because he's on his team.
Yeah.
But he does take shots at Michael, which is funny.
Yeah, he got confused. Who should he have a rap beef with? Like Bugs Bunny,
The dude.
Daffy, maybe.
Yeah, at some point,
Elmer
Daffy,
Fudd?
Yeah, Elmer
Fudd.
Fudd and Yosemite Sam.
Hates Bugs Bunny.
Fud you.
Yes, hates him.
There
Yeah,
you go. Drop bars, Bugs.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been
What
great.
the fud's up?
What the fuck?
We are
What the
playing with
Fudd's up?
fire right now. You better hope they auto caption is getting
Yeah.
it right, man.
Yeah.
See, movies like Space Jam and what I'm going to talk about, that was like my intro to
Yeah.
hip hop because I was like 6, 7, 8-ish when all those movies started coming out with those cool hip hop soundtracks.
Yeah.
So it was like when I got a little bit older, my dad was more cool with me listening to Dr. Dre and Eminem and all that I eventually moved into.
Boy, my parents did not let me listen to it. I came straight out trying to listen to Two Live Crew, man. They like, nope. No. That was on Jenny Jones. You ain't gonna do it.
Oh,
It says
yeah.
right there, not let your kids listen to that.
Because the first CD I ever bought was The Chronic, like with my own money.
Yeah.
Like that I didn't have somebody buy for me. It was a Chronic album.
Boy, I looked through my. God, I should have brought my CD case. My
Is it on binder still?
yeah, I got the
Nice.
binder and
Yeah.
it is full of the best '90s hip hop CDs ever, all of them. Man, I wish I'd thought to do that.
You got the Space Jam soundtrack in there?
No,
Well, then you don't have the best.
I'm missing that one.
You don't have the
It's so hard
best.
to get. You know,
I know we're talking
everybody wants it.
about hip hop, but we need to recognize Seal for dropping 2 absolute soundtrack bangers in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Space Jam and Batman.
Yeah, Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a
was
Rose.
Hope he got paid well for those because
Kaboom.
Thunder rolls.
Yes, it does.
But not on hip
The
hop
lightning
night.
strikes.
Not on hip hop.
Oh,
no.
man. Well, my holler.
He snagged Heidi Klum for
Yeah.
a brief time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, he's doing good. Yeah,
If
carry
he didn't
on.
make money, he got a model.
Did y'all ever see that the name of the movie is Pop Star. It was by the Lonely Island guys that were on SNL.
Yes. No, I never watched it. I know
so good.
Yeah, funny.
I love Andy Samberg though.
Very funny movie.
Big.
It's really just a big parody of like musical documentary movies.
Yeah.
It's really good. They spoof parody a lot in there.
I need to check that out.
You should.
It's always been on my list to watch, and I keep forgetting about it.
Worth it. Worth a watch.
I love, what was there? Lonely Island?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great.
Still some time on the boat.
On the flip side of the coin, terrible 90s hip hop. Really no shortage of that as you get to the end of the decade. My least favorite, for multiple reasons, is a song by Cisco called the Thong Song. A celebration of undergarments. My beef with it was it's catchy. Lyrically, it's what it is. Dumps like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Thighs like what?
Yeah.
It is what it is, which is not much at all.
Yeah.
It's not much there.
Don't have to be.
It's did he sing it hard? He went maybe too hard. He sang all over that track.
Lots of runs.
Yes.
He through the course.
Like it was like the climax of Les Mis. Like he was really giving it everything he had. Like, sir, we're talking about. Well, first of all, why's your head silver?
That was his Les Mis. That was it.
Les Thongs.
This is it. Yeah.
I hate those. That fact that comes out in 1999. So I'm 13, 14. I am watching MTV now, and Thong Song is on, and in comes Mom and Dad. I'm in the living room watching what I thought was TRL or whatever. Oh crap! Cisco's number one. I have to make sure nobody's coming. Thanks a lot, Cisco. He's on the
video, being silly on the beach, man, chasing girls around and stuff, shooting them with water guns, ain't he?
Yeah. Oh, that's the whole video. Yeah.
With that platinum hair.
I think they did a making the video on that too, didn't they?
Pretty sure
feel like they did.
Yeah.
As big as a song it was, they had to.
Yeah.
Man, what a 1999 song. I mean, that's it right there.
That's one of those you thought that we were all going to die. 2000 when the Y2K, so you're just going out big.
You know what? Drop it.
Let him do the Thong Song.
That's been sitting in the vault for 30 years. Yeah. Let's do it.
Tom Green singing about bums, so let's let him sing about thongs.
Yeah, really.
I don't think Cisco was feeling any of those girls on that beach, though, if I've heard correctly.
Oh.
Could be wrong.
That's a twist right there. I'm not aware of that.
Drew Hill, though, however, they had some fire songs.
Yeah.
The band he came from, or group.
Yes, Unleash the Dragon was the name of his album.
When it was meeting personalities.
Mm-hmm. That platinum hair was cool, though, for real.
Started a trend.
That was a dope look.
Yeah. People were dyeing their hair platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I tried, and then when I bleached my hair, it turned orange. So I was like, never mind, we ain't doing that.
Well, you
did the bleach?
Yeah, I tried going like the platinum bleach blonde look. Not with how dark my hair is.
Did you do it yourself?
No. I went to a salon.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Give me the M&M.
Dirty, huh?
They bleached it, and it didn't turn out that way. I was like, damn, I can't even look like
so
Eminem.
Glad I never got in on that.
Oh, 10th grade, dude, we all had it.
Oh, there was half my class did.
All of us.
That and sun in was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Lemon juice. Turned out all you need is peroxide.
Yeah,
Eminem said it.
Yeah. Shout out Devin Sawa. That's what he did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Devin Sawa.
Well, look who just entered the basement.
Yeah, the greatest rapper of the 90s.
Look who it is. Oh, that was appropriate because we are talking about the Thong Song.
Yeah.
So, see, look at there.
You wore yours, didn't you?
You missed it.
I just want to apologize to anybody listening and or watching. I know it was probably tough without me here. I apologize.
We're
ready to roll now.
We were doing really well until
Something
this
tells
moment.
me that just can't be
until
true.
this moment right now.
I hate to. Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm just going to say.
How do you feel about
it? We'll air out the dirty laundry thongs for everybody. You know we start at 7, and I'm a Drake. You can track him, right? Where's he at? Oh, he's at his house.
Are we doing this?
His house.
Who was here at 8:00 last week? Week before.
We all were.
Yeah, once you got here at 8:00, we were.
That's right.
That's one time,
correct statement.
Hey, go through the catalog and see if this chair is ever empty.
Man,
You went full blown absent.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah,
The school wouldn't have let you in if this would have been an academic event.
No. Yeah, that was on me.
Instead you get the write-off of public humiliation.
Yeah.
I'll take
I don't even think we got a heads up from you either. You just you know what, I'm just gonna be super late. I'm gonna make them wonder if I died.
1,000,000,000% said, hey, if we're doing it tonight with the rain, let me know because I'm on my way back from Coleman. And that's not a quick trip.
Yeah, you did.
It's not a quick trip.
You did. Also, I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna be late.
Well,
You said
it's me.
you're gonna be. You already prefaced it.
I was at the house.
We also
late.
thought you meant you were coming from Coleman to here,
Yeah,
but you didn't do that.
that would logically that would have saved you.
Well, Drake could have answered that question because he knows I take my work truck home now, and I can't say for certain. They probably frown upon me swinging by the podcast basement before taking the work truck.
What if we give your work a shout out?
I don't know.
Let's not do
legally,
that.
I don't think he's allowed to.
Yeah,
They don't want him. Anybody
Shout
knowing
out.
he works for them.
For Alabama Power?
yeah. Big shout out to the power company.
Yeah, you still work for Movie Gallery, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got 4 locations coming up. Watch out.
He moved on to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Now we put them out of business.
Yeah.
Actually, little known fact there. No, but for real, where did we make it to? Y'all were talking about
How
the
do you
Thong
feel
Song?
about Thong Song?
Yeah, we've talked about Space Jam and now we're
He
on
loves
Thong
it.
Song.
Yeah,
You missed the
loves
raccoon.
Yeah,
Loves it.
Yeah,
Are we done the what's in the news?
yeah. It was somebody threw a raccoon in a bar.
Nothing.
He got kicked
They
out.
also
bar.
threw a sheriff in jail.
They did.
That's yep.
We ain't
Well,
talking about
Had
that
to.
here.
Yeah,
I owe.
No, we're not.
that's some hyper local news.
I owe that to a few of our listeners that have reached out and basically begged for us to
talk
discuss
about
that.
it?
Yeah. I said, I don't know that we can go into great detail, but I tell you what, I will acknowledge it.
Yeah, it's tough to do when the majority of our audience does not live in the state of Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you're interested in the drama of our local town, then just Google Walker County, Alabama. I guarantee it'll be the first thing that pops
First
up.
thing.
With
And we're gonna leave it there.
We'll leave it
Yeah,
at that. Unless you would like to know
absolutely.
more about how crazy it is here, just keep scrolling. There's more stories
Yeah.
for other things.
Dive into it, really.
You're
Just
gonna
embrace the
think-
culture.
Yeah, you're gonna think it's in Florida.
Watch us
It's
on
not.
YouTubes and then search Walker County, and you'll be entertained
You
for hours.
want some keywords to make it more fun? Walker, coach, half.
Coleman halftime.
Yeah, no, actually, the game. It was like half.
It was the
midfield
game.
punch.
Yes.
Just
Some elite content coming from the county.
so good.
Yeah, Walker County won that one. Just gonna put
Parish,
that out there.
Alabama,
Without a
poop
doubt.
train.
Love the poop train. Yep.
Townley rest stop.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
landmark.
great. That's just
don't confuse the poop train with the poop cruise, though. Two different things.
poop cruise.
Poop
That's
cruise.
news to me.
What's the poop cruise?
I don't remember when it happened. A couple years ago or something. Some cruise got like stranded. and-
yeah. I thought
ran.
we had a poop cruise here.
Yeah, no, I thought this was somebody. I thought somebody was floating the warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Tyson Chicken tried to have one. Didn't
They did actually
coming down
do it.
Mulberry.
Yeah, they did a.
Yeah,
You are right. We did have a poop cruise.
we did have a poop cruise. The fish did at least.
Yeah, R.I.P. to all of them.
RIP.
What was the little party boat that would come up to the Frosty from Tuscaloosa every now and then?
Uh,
The Bama Bell?
Is that
Bama
what
Bell.
Yeah, that's what it
Bama
was.
Bell, yeah.
That'd have been a good one to poop cruise, probably.
I didn't know the Bama Bell came up to here.
Yeah.
It's the boat they
it-
were shooting Thong
It
Song video
will
on.
if
Wish.
I think it depends on the water levels.
Yeah.
They'll come up and dock under the bridge there for a little while.
Nice.
What
That's
a
pretty
place
cool.
to explore. The Frosties
no,
and
why?
no longer existing jeans.
R.I.P. They got to get a staircase there at the Frosty that goes down to the water, right?
I feel like that's too much of a liability.
Way too
Yeah,
much. That's
yeah.
steep drop.
It is. Yeah, I don't think they want that on their plate.
That's fair.
A lot of landscaping. has
Also,
to go
imagine
in.
falling and then trying to yell. Nobody can hear you.
No.
It's so loud right there.
You got to sign a
Yeah.
waiver when you get a cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want cheese stick.
Order for Matt. He's gone.
Yeah.
I think
Matt-
Matt's the guy.
Oh, throw a rock down there at him. He's down. He's way down
Isn't
yonder
that
by
your-
the bank.
That is your family. Can we?
Yeah.
Can we get them to enunciate names when we yell them out? Because right now we're just grunting. Sometimes
No.
it's just
No.
Matt.
What do you want, a PA system
This
next?
is it. You
No.
gotta you're giving them a sound. Don't even bother giving your name.
Yeah.
You just decide if you want to be Matt.
Yeah.
Stop.
If you
Yeah.
got 3 syllables, you might as well hang it up.
Yeah.
Hang it up.
You're just
I
gonna
like
be.
if they don't even holler. They just bang on the window.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want a thing to change about that place.
I want you to eyeball me down.
Yeah.
Don't-
Yeah.
I'll be looking. I'm gonna look. I'm hungry.
They know who
I'm
ordered
waiting. You ain't got to wait on me.
Yeah. Make eye contact with me.
It's easy for me when his mom's there because she's just like, ready to go.
There you go. Throw a hand out the window.
Oh, your mama works there?
She'll moonlight every now and then.
Really?
I don't think I've seen her there. Unless
What time do you go?
Like 60,
About
70.
No, she ain't made it there yet.
The same lady is always working when I go.
Yeah, same for me.
She's been there for
Yeah.
She's
What time
moonlights. It
y'all
can't be
there?
her because she's there every time.
all
Noon?
the time. Nah, just random.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think mom's like a PM shift.
I've seen her for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
The Thong Song.
The Thong Song.
483-0717, if I believe right. The old Frosty.
Yep.
Look at that.
Got it memorized.
I don't
Called
like the
it a few
transition
times.
that you just threw out from my mom to the Thong Song, but
Wow.
we'll pick it
That's
up.
where his head was.
Yep.
That's like that time when he went on the cruise with his mother-in-law.
Oh, remember? I do. Shout out to that.
Shout out Yaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, sister.
Yeah.
Hey, them pants was traveling.
Yeah.
Jackson couldn't pronounce Linda when he was a kid, so he said Yaya.
I like that, man.
like it.
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, that's a thing. Kids can't talk.
You got to be in the mood for the Thong Song, I feel like. It's not one that you're going to casually listen to.
I'm not going to play it.
Matt's not going to listen to it ever.
You're out completely.
He hates it.
Well, listen, I mean, I guess there's a time and a place. And the time is never.
Karaoke would
What
be
if you
good.
were on a nice carnival
Karaoke
cruise
would
ship?
actually be. Oh yeah, if it's a Lexington, it's a drunk karaoke song, no doubt, hands
Yeah.
down. There's no doubt about it.
All right, y'all get to the floor.
Where my yayas at tonight?
Touch them toes, yeah. Here we go.
Please don't, Yaya.
Time to shake them yeah.
Oh, no.
You might want to take a bathroom break or something.
That's another one where you got to sign a waiver before you get that
bow out.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a toughie.
Chalk that up on the list of reasons I'll never go on another cruise.
Yeah,
once
the
you
no
see
hot
that-
dogs, I mean, you had to be just pure hell.
He was so mad about that.
Yeah, I
So
forgot.
mad.
I ain't got no hot dogs.
They did have hot
Spent
dogs.
won't get off the dance floor.
$7,000 and they don't have a single hot dog
Not
here.
one.
I feel you. That's not right.
Good.
No.
You were so excited about it, and that's what hurts the most, I feel like.
Yeah.
It don't hurt us.
No, well, for us, it's pure entertainment. Yeah.
I mean, what am I here for?
It's fair, I
It's
guess.
true. You have, since we started this podcast, you have taken an absolute beating.
At least I show up.
You're still here.
That's what makes
Hey,
you a crowd favorite right there.
You're
Exactly.
still here for it. And we love you for that.
We've definitely got. I hope we get to the point where we can have an official cruise. Like every year, it's the Hoot'n Holler'n cruise, and we pick the crappiest carnival cruise ship we can get.
I mean, we
The
can
worst
start
one.
with like a pontoon on
Yeah,
the river or
The
something.
Bama Bell
Yeah.
apparently just parks on the river. We could just
Yeah. They have.
Hoot'n and Holler cruise.
God, that'd be fun.
I think we could 100% sell that. Yeah.
We're about to be able to take a cruise now.
Yeah, it's coming down. Hopefully, we're not able to hear.
Ironically
that.
enough, when I was pulling up, literally right at the edge of the driveway is where the rain started. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
The rain has been stupid here for about 2 solid months now. We can't go 3 days
It's
without
awful.
rain.
It's awful.
I've got to have my basement tore up next week to put in a sump pump.
Flooded?
Oh, it's been flooding. It's probably got some rain water in it right now.
Rich people can't have money. Putting an indoor pool in there.
It is
I know.
taking my money. They are
I know.
taking all of my money.
Slap a pool liner down.
That's what you ought to do.
It'd be a good slip and slide in that basement.
Yeah.
Slide
sucks.
right into the wall.
Any of your things get damaged?
No,
That's good.
I've moved them all away. I know it's coming every time it rains.
Get everything up a little higher.
Yeah. Start building some shelves in there. How bad is it, Joey? He's taking the headphones off.
Joey said it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. All right. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make the rain stop while we take this little break, and we come back, and maybe we'll be dry or maybe
It didn't start
underwater.
raining until he showed up.
Granny's up there making it rain.
Keep them wet.
Oh, is that Yaya?
Not Yaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode of Hoot'n Holler'n is brought to you by Hoot'n Holler'n. It pretty much always has been. But now we've got something new to offer you, and that is apparel. See? We're rolling out brand new designs every month, just like this one right here. They're made on 100% cotton t-shirts, printed and designed right here in Alabama. And they'll have you looking good while you hoot and holler. Grab yours now at gettinplaceshop.com or hootandhollerin.com, or just click the link in the description of this here episode. Thanks, y'all.
Well.
So we've still got...
You said Will.
Will. That's
Will.
which takes us to our next hoot and holler.
Leading us into the Willennium.
Yes.
Will Smith.
Willennium.
I'm going to hoot and holler
Hey.
about Will Smith
Be careful.
with some soundtracks.
He might come in here and smack.
He might. Thanks for Joey bleeping.
Yeah, golly, there goes.
Yep.
Shows up late, comes in cussing.
Well, have that on them big jobs. Keep his wife's name out your mouth, though.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah. What?
She's a bald-head scallywag.
You were on to something though when you typed that out. It was. I was like, yeah, he really went off there on Men in Black. That's
Yeah.
great. It's great listenability. I can listen to it again and be like, it's still a great song.
And it was,
It is.
It is.
for what it was a good song.
I agree.
It's
a
a good soundtrack song.
And I think it's ridiculous that I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's no fresh
You can't-
prince.
It is,
Listen, you
but-
come in here and act like Will Smith didn't write occasionally some really good songs.
And didn't have to cuss to sell records.
No, we didn't. But now he's trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
it's-
just needs to just move on. Just please, just move on.
That Miami
You
song.
are filthy rich. Go take your money and just
That's
Go
why
do
he
some
wants
more
to cuss
interviews.
now.
Yeah.
Nobody, he has money. He can cuss. But growing up, that was one of the my favorite songs for any movie together. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually telling you stuff they do in the movie. Like you won't remember. 'Cause they flash them.
Oh yeah.
And so that was always as a kid on my playlist or on my CDs.
Which hard to do for Wild Wild West, because what was that movie? It was just somebody discovered what the steampunk aesthetic was, and let's make
Pretty
a movie about
much.
that.
The
Wasn't
movie's
Jackie Chan
really-
in that?
No.
Nope.
Are you confusing Will Smith for Chris Tucker?
I'll be honest. I have no idea if he was or not.
No, it was like Kevin Kline
Yeah, it's Kevin Kline and Will Smith.
I never
and
wa- I
Selma
never seen
Hayek,
that.
all right?
You're
Yeah.
talking about Rush Hour, man.
Yeah, you
No, there
are.
was another one. Oh, it's Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan. I'll
You
forget
confused
them.
Owen
Shanghai
Wilson
Man.
and Will Smith.
Yeah.
Or Shanghai Nights.
Wow.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yes, my holler is the
were on
Wild
a train.
Wild West songs they did with Drew Hills, a.k.a. Cisco.
I forgot he was on that. Man,
Yeah.
he ruined everything he touched in the 90s.
He was singing like he was what we were talking about with the run, the student,
Oh, he did
dangerously
just
long
holler through
runs.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like an R&B Chris Stapleton.
What? Dope.
He likes to do it. He likes to do it too. Just saying.
You're not wrong about that, but I enjoy listening to it.
But the way he said we're going straight to the Wild Wild West in the song, it sounded like he's pinching off a turd while he's squeezing and
He
singing.
does a little bit.
Going straight.
Yeah.
Cisco?
Yeah, Drew Hill. He had
the
multiple
whole-
personalities.
Oh.
That's why he had to do it. He couldn't deliver it in the Cisco voice. It'd be infringement.
Yeah. That's a fair
I
point.
wonder if Drew Hill had a lower fee than Cisco, and that's why Will got him instead.
Was Drew Hill in that?
Yeah, he was in the Wild Wild West song.
Oh, that's the whole band. That's the whole group. Drew Hill.
How many of them is it? It's like 3.
Yeah.
Is it?
Cisco is a member of Drew Hill.
Well, only Cisco was in the video.
I
if
thought
I remember
it was just
right.
Cisco, yeah.
No,
I'll be
yeah, it
honest, I
says
don't
Drew
have
Hill
a
on the track.
Daggum clue.
Yeah, Drew Hill is the group that Cisco came from.
Okay.
You're thinking of Druid City. That's a bar.
Druid City, Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
The other singers of Drew Hill don't even get a clickable name on Wikipedia.
Wow.
They don't even have their own
They
individual
might have
entries.
swapped out a bunch like Destiny's Child.
Just Cisco. Yeah, they did switch a few out there.
See, that's what threw me off is because only Cisco, if I remember right, was in the music video.
I
about Will
I
Smith?
think you're right because I thought it was just him in it.
No.
He just threw him a bone and they didn't do nothing with it.
Now, remember the cool sunglasses that Burger King put out for that movie.
I
Wild
don't
Wild West.
remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't, but I
They were
believe it.
round steampunk sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
Yeah, checks
If
out.
you watch the trailer, whatever the sunglasses were Will Smith had on, that's what
We
they were.
man, that was another great thing about the '90s is that we had like movies were like the event of the year. Like you led up to it with the soundtrack.
Absolutely.
They were dropping singles like months before the movie
Yeah,
came out
man.
to get
Yep.
you hyped for it. And then there were going to be all these tie-ins. It'd be like for sure McDonald's or Burger King was going to do some sweet, awesome toy or collector's cups or something.
Yep.
Then there'd just be a bunch of other stuff, candy bars, other stuff. There'd be tie-ins everywhere. There'd be like gas station, be these big old cutouts of Batman.
Even when they come out to video, there would be another big thing.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciated the Men.
Like I could finally watch it.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciated the Men in Black lyrics as I got older, because it was like they're literally telling you what's happening in the movie.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
So you can just listen to the song without having to watch the movie?
No, it makes me want to watch it.
It's
Plus,
like
it's one of the best.
Men in Black
one
and
of the best
any
rides at
Common
Universal
song
Studios.
are
too.
just right up there
It's
together.
a great movie. It's a good movie. It's a '90s movie.
Great movie.
It's a great movie.
Men in
Good
Black?
popcorn movie.
Yeah,
I never watched that Wild Wild West, but I just
It's not worth
assume
the
it
rewatch.
is a pile of crap.
it's not great.
It is.
It was. What was the movie that Riggins
Brother,
did?
look, I just got Jackie Chan confused. Don't come to me with
John
Riggins.
Carter. It was
That's
the
pretty
John.
movie.
It was the John Carter of the '90s.
Whoa,
Oh,
John Carter's good.
gosh.
Where they spent a
What?
lot of movie and
Yeah.
money and it flopped.
What's John Carter?
Isn't that the guys on Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one flopped pretty bad. That
Yeah.
one was like
Wild Wild
bankrupt
West
at
was on
Disney
that
there.
level. That's
I do
kinda
not have
tier.
a clue what that is.
Apparently,
Carter.
Apparently, it was a really good book.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Coach Carter?
Nope.
Yes.
That's not a flop. That's
Lawrence
a great
Fishburne?
movie.
Nope.
Oh my god. Can you identify any black person?
Yeah, no, he cannot. He knows like five.
I'm gonna pull a
and he
picture of a
just-
black person right
He
now.
did just come. He did just come from Coleman.
Oh, good point.
I've been washed.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
This is a fun game though. I like it.
Yeah, this isn't the Hoot'n Holler category for you.
Name this man.
It's not Eminem, is it?
That's old Mallard Luther King.
That is Idris Elba.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a layup.
The next Bond.
Man,
That's James Bond.
that's a cool man right there. For
Yeah,
the record.
boy.
He was in
the voice of Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think he is. He was,
Okay, cool points went down just a little.
He's in.
went up 1,000.
Yeah.
He was in Fast and the Furious.
Nope,
No.
not him.
Oh my gosh! You think he's ludicrous
Tyrese
or Tyrese?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
Tyrese.
or Bow Wow.
Bow Wow wasn't that way.
Oh man, how did Bow Wow not get brought in?
He wasn't
the
really.
90s?
He was more 2000s. I don't think he had anything in the 90s.
I don't think he was born in the 90s.
Did you get some little Romeo
98.
in the late 90s? Maybe
Nah.
Maybe.
Crisscross.
Maybe
You've got Crisscross.
Crisscross to make you jump.
That's a good song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That one holds up too.
yeah, it does.
When did Bow Wow make his debut? He was discovered by
Maybe
rapper Snoop
99.
Dogg at the age of 6 in 1993.
Oh no.
Okay, so his first album's 2000. So he's right there on the cusp.
Wait, hold on. He was 6 in '93. Put his first album out. So he was 12,
12 or
13.
Yeah, he was a little guy.
That's why they call him Lil.
Lil. Yeah, because he's not Lil no more. He's just Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Whatever he's doing now.
What is he doing? Who knows?
Lil
Chilling.
Romeo was
Masterpiece Kid.
Yeah.
Peace, son.
coming from the south there.
Yeah.
He had one good one good song.
Luck out. No Limit
yeah.
Soldier, Lil Romeo.
So Lil Romeo will not be in mine.
Oh, well,
His dad will be.
moving right along.
His dad is part of the movement. This will be my hoot. The rise of Southern hip hop, early 90s, and then all through the 90s.
South got something to say.
And continue to shape rap music today even. You had, obviously, Atlanta, the big one to pop up early, Outkast, Goody Mob, all them. Houston, UGK, Ghetto Boys, Memphis,
8 Ball.
8-Ball, MJG, 3-6. Who else was in there? Mississippi was doing a little bit. New Orleans, Master P, and No Limit Records.
Mississippi gave us David Banner,
David Banner.
and Bubba Sparks. No, both parts of Georgia.
Georgia. He's from Georgia.
They gave us David Banner.
They gave us David Banner and probably nothing else.
Yeah.
I can think
I
of.
mean, later on we got Soldier Boy, but
He a Mississippi guy?
yeah.
Oh, God.
We're not going to count him.
No.
I seen the other day he was doing a show for about 10 people, but I don't know if it was accurate or not. It looked like a sound check.
Looked like a meet and greet
Some
sound
people
check.
say
I think they did him
Drake
dirty.
stole his flow, and by some people, I mean Soldier Boy says that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So my question for you is enjoying hip hop for most of the 90s like you did. Like my knowledge of the Southern hip hop game is, when I started listening to more hip hop, late 90s, they're already pretty mainstream. Or they're mainstream here for sure. Because it was not hard to, it was not hard here. You're going to turn on the one rap station we can get out here, which is 95.7.
Shout out to Buck Wild in the morning.
Yeah.
Who else? The white dude that used to be on there, B Money, Ricky Smiley back in the day was on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they were playing just as much Southern hip hop as they were West Coast or East Coast.
Oh, that's all they were playing.
Yeah, and so
Pastor Troy, all those guys,
yeah.
was big on there.
Yes,
playing them on. Yeah, no, you wouldn't hear. You would hear a big Tupac record, but not.
but not on MTV. It wasn't as prevalent on MTV, but locally you turn on the radio here, and you were gonna hear that stuff. It wasn't like it just popped up. But was it harder to find that in the early 90s?
Yeah, it was not harder to find. The artists started kind of getting prevalent. Outkast obviously was the biggest. They kind of hit 91 to 93, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But mid 90s is when they start, all the Southern rap started really peaking.
Yeah.
Especially when No Limit and Master P and all that stuff came on. It really
Make them say,
really took off. Yeah.
What a jail.
Yeah.
Album covers were fire.
If you didn't live through that, you have no idea how big he was.
That was. And they don't get the respect. That's the thing, that style and aesthetic of the 90s hip-hop albums, which is giant Microsoft Word style text, top, bottom, and fire flames. So that's all Southern hip-hop albums.
One firm did every one of those.
Did they?
Yeah.
Where are they out of? Do you know where?
Bessemer.
No, I want to say they was from up north somewhere. I'm not positive. It was two white dudes.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. And they did every single one of them. All of them.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Let's do a little documentary on that. Where'd you find this?
I think I read it on Instagram.
Oh.
Not just a Travis Tritt guy.
No.
Oh.
Well versed.
Yeah.
Not a one-trick pony.
If you had to go back and you had the power to put Travis Tritt in the 90s back in the recording booth for Great Day to Be Alive in 1999 as he records that maybe the greatest country track of all time.
Arguably.
What rising Southern hip-hop artist would you do as a feature on Great Day to Be Alive by Travis Tritt?
Zero.
No.
It's a great song.
Don't cop out.
That's a great
I
question.
wouldn't do it.
Don't cop out.
I wouldn't do it.
You got to.
Don't cop out.
Have to.
Who's going
I'd
to
probably
be?
sacrifice Ludacris or something.
Oh, you think he's going to kill him?
Listen, late 90s, early
Travis
2000s,
is going to turn into a werewolf
Ludacris.
mid-song and eat him?
No, I don't. Not worried about that. I don't want it to ruin that artist for me because I hate those kind of collabs.
You didn't like Tim McGraw and Nelly?
That's the only one I was about to pop that one off.
You didn't like
that
Florida
one
Georgia Line and Nelly?
over and over again.
You
Yeah, they
like
did. They
insert
played it.
country artist and Nelly?
Nope.
Surely, well, this will change your mind. Surely you've heard Gary LaVox of Rascal Flatts fame and Akon in there, Pour Me Another, Hold the Umbrella, whatever it is.
I sent y'all that TikTok.
It's not a song.
Yeah,
They have a
and
song
it keeps
together?
popping in my feed, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now,
They
they're
have
like,
a
you
song
want to see
together."
more of this?
I do remember when Akon threw that 14-year-old off the stage.
Yeah, he did do that.
He did, man.
I don't know if Gary knows about that. Somebody needs to tell.
Akon was like African or something. He's not playing those games.
What is the game?
Run up on stage.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You get tossed out.
yeah.
Dave
Himself.
Chappelle, also a person that doesn't play those games.
No.
He straight yeeted somebody off the stage.
Yeah. You don't mess around with Akon, man.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
He looks like a Somali pirate or something.
How? I no, he don't.
He does. He does. He looks dangerous, is what I'm saying.
That girl is dangerous.
Was he in jail for a little while? Or did he just sing about it and locked up?
No, I think he got.
'Cause I feel like he did disappear for quite a
know
while.
he
Well, he got the
sued.
locked up song. but I don't think he
I think
ever
maybe-
actually
I
done
think he
jail
got
time.
deported. Or
Well, that's not
something.
fair.
Is that where he wrote Mr. Lonely?
Yeah, I did that too. Man, his catalog is all over the place.
I think he wrote Mr. Lonely and then Locked Up
I
came
would have
out.
bet money that was Shaggy.
Close. He
No.
does, yeah.
He
I
was
can see
doing
why.
something else.
Not Rastafarian enough.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
He's not. He don't even talk like that. Y'all know that?
Who, Shaggy?
Yeah.
You're thinking about Bob Marley.
Bob Marley very much talk like that.
Very Jamaican. Very much
Just a
Jamaican.
little bit.
Here he goes again.
Also, how many offspring of Bob Marley? Do you ever the other day, like his grandson or something had a song a couple years ago that I liked. I couldn't remember his name, so I was just typing in Marley.
Yeah.
It's like 50 Marleys.
There's a lot. The most popular is like Ziggy
Yeah, I
Marley.
was like,
Yeah.
Ziggy's the only one I know.
Damian Marley's good.
Ooh.
He's a little bit more of a rapper kind of.
I don't think he was either one of those that had the song that I
He's
liked.
got a song with Nas that is really good.
No, it's
It's
still
called like something Zion or something like that. It's very good.
that tracks. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's very good.
They like saying that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them though. But Ziggy's probably the most successful.
Yeah. There's just a lot of Marleys.
A lot of them. That's a name that you're going to use if you're attached to it and doing that music.
Yeah, I get it.
There was
Yeah.
even one in A Christmas Carol.
A Marley?
A Marley.
Stop. Took me a second.
Yeah.
Sailed right over me.
Love some good Dickens humor.
Yeah. That's really the best one is Jacob. Yeah. Jacob.
Spitting bars.
And then there's Marley and Me. That's about Bob Marley.
Remember that starring Will Smith?
Yeah. No, Jackie Chan.
As the dog, yeah, as Marley.
Chris Tucker was the dog.
Whoa. You guys
He
are talking
does
about
great
that
impressions.
Dr.
Can you
Doofus movie.
understand the barks that are coming out of my mouth?
All right, time to go home.
And on that note, I'm going to holler. My holler is the corniness of
This entire episode.
everything we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
four white guys talking 90s hip hop.
yeah. Oh,
They
don't know
I
who
can't
they
wait.
they don't know who they messing with.
I can't wait for the YouTube comments. I can't wait.
We smile at
I'm
those.
sorry for you guys.
Flamed.
I did my part.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I stayed in my lane, which was the
Yeah.
Space Jam
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Hey, you guys know what's neat? Space Jam.
I spoke in a
Hey, yeah, you knock it all you want to.
I spoke in a timely
Great album.
manner. I didn't come on here acting like I was a 90s hip hop historian. That was 2000.
No.
We get 2000.
I got this shirt at
we'll talk.
Walmart. It's not vintage.
I got Will Ferrell on my shirt.
Yeah, you came prepared.
Hey, I got Whitney Houston.
I was wondering who that was.
Low key, Will Ferrell.
Looked like
Good
Beyonce
rapper.
from this angle.
Beyonce. All right. Anyways,
That little kid?
my holler is how mostly Bad Boy Records, Junior Mafia, and all those Diddy crew, how they love to wear giant pinstripe suits and fedoras and ride around in old Rolls Royce in their videos and everything. That whole aesthetic
Yeah.
was garbage.
Yeah.
They really took the mafia portion of the
They
junior
thought
mafia
they
to
were, yeah, and,
the
you know,
utmost
whatever.
degree.
They were gangsters. Don't get me wrong.
Like zoot
But-
suits.
Yeah, I mean, they're-
Almost zoot suits. Yeah.
They were definitely responsible for some deaths.
Yeah. Like your sleeve is right here and you got to hold the end of your sleeve while you stand there like
It
a
looked-
child in your dad's suit.
Yeah, it looked like a junior high sports banquet. Like everybody's got their
Yeah.
dad's suit
Yes.
jacket on.
Yes. Gold
a good
chain.
call.
Yep. Through the collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wild look.
Giant tie. Yeah.
Yeah. Tie
Ties
is
were
that
so
wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a boat paddle
They
hanging
cover
off
up your
here.
entire chest.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, got a vest on.
Like a cummerbund.
yeah, why you tie inside the vest?
Couldn't think of what it was
Wow.
called. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I had Cumberland in my head, and I was like, I know that's not it.
Oh,
Like
No.
Timberland.
yeah, Timberland.
They had one of them Timberlands around their waist.
Man, those people in New York love wearing Cumberland boots, don't they?
A lot of hiking up there
Stepping in
yeah.
my
in the Big Apple.
Yeah,
Come on.
that one might be hard to get out. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's
stiff
all
in
I
here.
got to. That's the only complaint I got, probably.
just the
in
Junior
90s.
Mafia aesthetic.
What was the best
Well,
look?
it wasn't just them.
I can remember exactly what I liked. My favorite thing of apparel that 90s hip hop brought into mainstream, which was the fluorescent baseball jerseys.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Giant New Era hats.
Those were awesome.
Flat bills.
It was like,
Flat bills.
I
bills
wish
were
I
born.
still had like highlighter yellow Braves jersey.
Yeah.
What I like the most is how Wu-Tang dressed a lot. They would wear polos and big puffer jackets, goggles for some reason.
Yeah.
That was dope.
On
Nothing
top
to
of the head, though.
Nothing to
Yeah.
mess with.
You're not going to be able to pull that off in 1999 Summerton, but it was a cool look.
Yeah, hard to get goggles in general, right?
Can't.
Unless swim
you'd be
goggles.
sweating in them too.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
I was hoping late
Swim
90s.
goggles would have been.
Yeah. And you got to do your music video in a cheese grater. Like it's got to be the silver tunnel looking thing that you're in.
Okay.
Is Joey okay? He's okay.
He's alive.
I thought he got shot.
Or he fell off the
something.
roof.
Down the
I don't
stairs
know.
coming through.
What that was.
Somebody's hitting dingers.
Oh, I hope Granny got her life alert because she's falling.
You know what 90s hip hop attire I liked? Crisscrosses.
Which is wear whatever you got, but backwards.
Y'all remember
Wear it backwards.
that went over into Bugs Bunny and Taz? They made shirts with them
Oh,
dressed
I
like that.
absolutely had
Yeah,
one of those shirts.
yeah, those are killers.
Slap it on a tall tee, sell it for $12 at a gas station.
Yep.
And I buy it.
Oh yeah,
Mama, can I get this?
Clear the shelf off of it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I had Elmo was wearing like streetwear. I had one of
Yeah.
those shirts.
yeah. Those are
How many pairs of FUBU jeans did you have?
no FUBU jeans? But my
It
buddy,
wasn't for us. I don't know if you. It's in the title.
it wasn't by us either.
They don't mean us.
But my
I thought it
my
was a different F word.
my good friend Les Chapman, rest in peace, was about 6'8" and 500 pounds. Probably
a big
he was
boy.
huge, but he
So those were
left,
skinny
and it was
jeans
at
on
my
him.
house. It was at my house for a very long time. A neon green FUBU baseball jersey. He left at my house, and that thing was as big as this chair right here, man.
I mean, did you put it in like a shadow box?
No,
You really should.
I'm sure that my mom donated it or something
Oh,
at some
no.
point. I wish I still had it.
Turn it into
You got to
blanket.
memorialize that thing.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was every bit of this wide. It
Oh
was
yeah.
large. He
I
was
mean, it
a
had
large
to be,
man.
Had to be
Five-
7X.
Yeah, 500.
He was huge,
And,
dude.
but
But at 6'8", he's probably
I
carrying
know
it
that
pretty
all
well.
around very
Yeah.
big.
very big man, very big.
What do you
man.
drive?
This is my cousin.
He really?
Yeah.
What? This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he at now?
Lesson mark. He's
He's
passed
passed
away.
away. Yeah, he missed the rest in peace part.
huh?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did.
That's tough.
great dude.
You be throwing, we be throwing that out a lot, and it's hard to tell.
That's true.
Very true.
I have said several people have died. That have.
yeah.
If I don't know where they're at today,
They're just dead to you.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Might as well be dead. I don't
Yeah.
know. You work
Or at least kick back somewhere resting.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully
Just like
peaceful.
the
That's that, yeah.
Dancer, he drove a Cutlass,
Yeah.
a big old Cutlass,
yeah.
big brown one. Did not have reverse in it, and we messed up one time, and it was at Dora Park, and I was driving it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know where he was. He was not in his own car, and we pulled it up to the fence at the basketball courts. Didn't realize at that time it didn't have reverse. So we got
You got to
push
throw
it.
that bad boy in
Gotta
neutral and back
push
it out.
man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good times.
That's a good move.
When
But yeah, anyway, I had his lime green gigantic FUBU jersey at my house for a long time. My parents' house, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's at now. That's a shame.
Somebody bought that thing.
I bet.
They had to have. I
It
hope
might
so.
be somewhere out on the home of 90s hip hop, the West Coast.
Yeah, could be.
Because that's going to be my hoot for this round. Is how the West Coast, hashtag Best Coast, absolutely carried the 90s through hip hop era.
They were a big part of it.
Probably, arguably, the biggest part.
You got to start weighing out
Tupac.
who had the most success.
NWA, Snoop,
NWA.
Dre.
NWA. I would almost leave in the 80s. I would almost leave.
All
in
right,
the-
well, then I'll just throw Cube.
but they all came from that, so
Yeah.
that's fair.
Let's see.
Dre, Ice
Dre.
Cube, Easy,
Easy.
the other dude.
Yep, that one guy. Suge.
Yikes! Suge controlled it almost himself
Yeah.
the whole period.
Had the rap
Yeah,
world
they
in the
had
palm of his hand.
Death Row.
Yeah, basically Death Row.
Death Row was big. Yeah,
And then just the mark it made and is still leaving on the West Coast because it's still a sound. Where everything else is kind of muddled.
It has come back to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
Where-
Kendrick Lamar
Yeah.
mainly.
And I think you gotta give a lot of credit to Dre. I think that's all those beats and stuff, producing all
He's
those
still
tracks.
keeping his
Those are
finger
the
on
most
the pulse.
iconic. I think rap songs of the early '90s had his
His beats
fingers
are
on.
undeniable.
I also found this out in my, believe it or not, research on the topic. Eminem actually wrote the song "Forgot About Dre" for Snoop to perform. Like he took it to Dre and said, "Hey, I wrote this for you and Snoop."
Really?
And Dre had him sing, the verses that Snoop was going to, and he was like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna keep you in it."
Dude, that is one of the hardest verses of all time, man.
I
When
can't stop
he
thinking
comes
about
in
how would Snoop sound on it,
Nah, it wouldn't work.
right?
It wouldn't have fit.
Love Uncle Snoop.
But dude, when they came back out with that 2001 Chronic and that the first song that him and Snoop was on, it's got the iconic piano at the beginning of the dun 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 dun. Well, God, what is that song? Oh my Lord, what's the song?
I've got nothing but a G thing stuck in my head. I know that's not it.
Oh, Wild Wild West.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Cisco.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
God, why can I not?
That
think
was
of what
one of the
song is?
unmentioned singers.
You talking about Still Dre?
Still Dre. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Easy.
That was incredible.
Um,
People forget that Dr. Dre released an album in between those called Aftermath.
Aftermath.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was god awful.
Well, that's why
Flopped.
people like to forget about it.
Yeah, people did forget about Dre.
You say that about West. Yeah, '90s was there, but I feel like '90s had their moment the East Coast, New York area, especially. I think probably the later '90s. I feel like.
Yeah,
Well, after Puffy had killed everybody.
Well, but it
Yeah.
wasn't just him, because also that's when you get the rise of like Jay-Z's around too, and then Nas really start taking off. I feel like more
Wu-Tang
like
from New
90s.
York as well.
Yeah, so
Wu-Tang probably had the biggest rise right there quick. Well, them and Jay-Z.
Yeah,
Spotlight for most of America for rap was on the West Coast to start the '90s because of NWA.
Yeah.
Because of their album, and the whole parental advisory label is
Yeah.
because of the West Coast.
yeah. They took it to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
It was a whole.
So
them and Two Live Crew.
by default, a lot of attention is already on them because of
Yeah,
that.
Tipper Gore. The big. Yeah, that was I was a really, really big West Coast rap fan for sure. Tupac especially, Dre, MC8. Like, I got pretty deep in all that. The deep cuts, deep artists.
You had a
Yeah,
Well,
that was a good one.
just kind of going off of that, obviously I was born in 91, so I didn't really get the full experience of kind of living through the 90s hip-hop era, more of looking back through that lens. And I felt like at that point, you either had to kind of pick, were you a Biggie fan or a Tupac fan?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And everybody here was a Tupac fan.
Yeah.
and the answer was MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Everyone says that's the most dangerous man in hip hop is MC Hammer. They
You don't
say
know what he's got in them parachute pants.
Dude, for real, like you will not hear a rapper on an interview talk bad about him. You will not.
Well, don't hurt him, Hammer.
They say that he is a straight up gangster, MC Hammer.
He's a pastor, isn't he? Wait,
Maybe now he is.
is he still with us?
I think he is still.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
Yeah, y'all didn't throw an RIP out on him.
Question mark.
I'm scared to.
Puffy,
Pop up, I'm here.
if he's had any run-ins
Yeah,
with
just
Puffy,
look up on YouTube some
may
stuff
not.
about him. It's pretty funny.
I'll check that out.
MC stands for Might Cut You.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
You're welcome.
with a hammer.
With a hammer.
might catch a hammer.
What was your holler?
Well, played right into it right there, talking about is MC Hammer still alive? I said he may not be if he had a run-in with Puffy.
Oh,
So that's my holler,
yes.
is kind of like you were talking about, the Junior Mafia rise
Yeah.
and Puffy's influence on entirely too many things. And again, doing research, believe it or not, I think we all missed the mark on what we thought that song, I'll Be Missing You, is really about. Came off as a somber, maybe you lost someone song. Now, I'm wondering what he was really doing with every move you make and every step you take.
Every breath you take.
Yeah.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah.
Every move
That's-
he makes was just sliding.
Just
Everywhere.
slipping and sliding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nefarious. Very nefarious.
So I'm not a new Diddy hater. I've always hated him
Yeah.
when he was Puff Daddy.
There's not been a lot to like. I don't
Yes,
understand.
exactly.
He did not have a lot of own stand on its own tracks. He was producing some things, but he
that's
just
what-
put his name on it.
Like you were talking
Right.
about, for me coming up, it was, do you like West Coast, East Coast, Tupac, Biggie?
Yeah.
It was hard to like Biggie because Puffy was ruining his songs.
Yeah. And one of the best lyricists of all time was Biggie, of course. And he's in the background just, yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah, no reason
It makes
at
the track
all.
unlistenable.
That was what started. That's what started. A comment about that is what started the whole East and West Coast beef. Is when Suge Knight got on the mic at the Source. I think it was Source Awards. He said, "If you're tired of your record owner or the exec rapping and talking through all your tracks, come over to Death Row." And that's when it went ballistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ended up being what it was.
Was that not the same Source Awards where Outkast got up on the stage and said the South got something to say?
Andre 3000 said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they was getting no respect at all, and he said it in front of a hostile. No, people don't understand what those award shows was.
That's what I'm saying.
It was full of absolute killers, and they were in there drunk.
Which makes Andre 3000 statement.
yeah, he
I
did.
don't know.
lot
I've seen some
different.
Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in the 90s. That
Have you seen him get
were
slimed?
Pretty, pretty heated.
Getting slimed at the Source Awards meant something entirely
I
different.
don't know if you remember Danny Tamborelli and
that's true.
the Salute Your Shorts gang.
Diddy's trying to slime everyone.
Oh. And on that note, we thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Hoot'n Holler'n. If you enjoyed this one, check out the other ones wherever you found this one right here. Check out our website, hootandholleran.com, where you can find episodes to previous episodes or links to episodes in the past. Sorry, episodes to episodes.
Episodes on episodes.
That's all we do. Also,
Factual
there's some
facts.
merch, which at the point that this episode comes out, there will definitely be more shirts. They will be here tomorrow or Monday. So
We've all heard that before.
check those out. They are, yeah, we have. It's been
I'm
a
wearing our
struggle.
newest one
I've
right
been
now.
telling y'all we're dropping new merch every
We
month.
promise.
But I don't.
As like we've been watching episodes for months and months.
Listen, we've
This is
got
the new
designs,
design.
but I don't like printing them until we are like, this is it. But they're coming. So there's a cool Boy Peanut shirt that should be in the shop by now. And then we've restocked. You sold us out of our Hoot'n Holler'n logo shirts, but they've restocked now. So check those out.
Hey, thanks.
We're just not dropping no weak stuff. We're making sure
No,
it's right.
absolutely.
We're making sure it's
also
right.
because that's money. We don't print on demand, so
No, yeah.
it's you buy it or I lose it.
And it's by us for
One of the
you.
two.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Boo-foo.
Yeah, that should be.
Yep, there's the new design.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening or watching. Take care. God bless. Tell your mom. And then we said,
Fly like an eagle.
shake it, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Shake it,
The
yeah,
South
yeah,
got
yeah.
something to say.
Yeah, Yaya got something to say.
Where my yayas at tonight?